This is part 2 of Do's and Don'ts of Intercultural Communication and Networking.
What we need to do, there are a few things that we do need to do, and that includes just being yourself, right? Not pretending to be someone else. The other thing is you do need to know your own identity. So when it comes to familiarity with who you are, where you come from, you also need to be familiar with your cultural beliefs, custom, values, so you're comfortably able to communicate and talk about that. You have to be aware of your own attitudes. As I mentioned earlier, what you like, what you don't like, just being able to be aware of that so you can at least be able to avoid portraying them or displaying them where necessary, but at the same time, how you come out, your attitude can also reflect a different message from what you want to communicate about. You must also be able to ask questions and be prepared to learn. There are many things we don't know about other people's cultures, so just asking questions, being able to mingle and talk to people, ask them about what you may not be aware of, can also enhance communication. You also must be open to learning and also to teaching others. So if someone comes out with some wrong kind of information, then you might be able to talk about it and maybe correct them where necessary. You must be genuine and honest in what you do and say. There are many people in different parts of the world who will say that they do value that kind of honesty, especially in the colleagues and the people you're working with. But once that kind of honesty and trust is broken, some of it may never be fixed. So very important that you become and you communicate genuinely and honestly with the people that you are interacting with from different cultures. Then the other thing is you must be adaptable, and what this means is you must be able to mingle with people. You must be able to interact with people comfortably, and this may be obviously it is to do, but at the same time it is not just within the office setting, but you could also be thinking about what about outside the office, because you may have some kind of social activities, but then would you be able to work with them, to interact with them, to just enjoy and even have a good time with them? So are they willing to come to you, for example, to show them around or to take them out on a tour? So all that is part of communication and relationship. So being able to interact with people, being able to educate, being able to learn, being able to communicate, I think all those play a role in terms of how you network with people, but also thinking about doing research. So you have to do your research about the people you're interacting with. You have to do research about where they're coming from, about their countries, about their cultures, to be able to communicate with them.
Now that you have listened to both parts of Do's and Don'ts of Intercultural Communication and Networking, you may want to re-listen to parts 1 and 2 to fill in any gaps in your notes.